Let's see how this is going. Hello, hello, hello. All right, this might be an all-time chaos episode. I was trying to think of a word to describe it, but long story short, I did not like the end result of the last video. As you can see, we're in freaking third place. We got a lot to go through in this episode. I don't know how long this episode is going to be. We'll wait and see. The reason I also said this chaos is I remember at the end of the last video, my screen went black, and I thought, oh, the video was messed up, and it wasn't. So I was like, fine and dandy. That's nothing really to worry about. But at this moment that I'm streaming, it took me like 30 minutes to set this up because Xbox, the servers were down, you couldn't stream, so I was waiting it out, etc. So if anything like that of the sorts happens, I apologize, but that's going to have to be a wait and see situation. So we're now at the start of season 3. We ended last episode off with the draft, and I'm not going to say I made a mistake, but there's going to be a lot of pressure on freaking Cameron Grimes and Austin Theory because they were the last two people that I drafted. And the money that was spent drafting them, I was going to use to upgrade the arena or something else. But I was like, you know what, screw it. Might as well sign them now. So they got a lot of pressure on them. I have some rivalries already. I have everybody planned for a rivalry at the moment. But as you can see, we have 3 triple threat matches tonight and a tables match. LA Knight and Seth are our only rivalry going on last night, or right now, as if you saw the last video. They main evented our last WrestleMania. I also forgot one thing. I'm streaming this. I don't know when this will be uploaded. At the moment that I'm filming this, the episode that I'm referring to several times hasn't even been uploaded. So this will, if anything is outdated, reference-wise, that is why. But a lot of this month, I think, will be me being cheap so that we could save up to upgrade the arena and whatnot. And I personally want to test something out because it bothers me. And this is something on 2K's end. So before, remind me to come back to say it bothers me. But we're having Candice change to a specialist. That way that she can feud with EO. In the coming weeks, we will need Kurt to change into a fighter. That way he can feud with Braun Breaker. And we need Randy Orton to turn heel. That way when Seth and LA Knight are done feuding, Randy can feud with LA Knight. And Seth will move on to somebody else. More than likely Dragon Lee. But as you saw with the challenges, we need to do triple threat matches, and we need to do tables matches. So if you see an abundance of that, that is why. Also, they're cheap, because like I said, trying to save up to make improvements. And I also want to test it out, because the thing that bothers me is that these other shows could put on crap, and it gets high ratings. We have the best roster. We have just the best everything, in my opinion. But we never get treated that way, and we're in third place. Something else that bothers me, Kurt Angle wins. See, look at that! You're gonna tell me that? You're gonna tell me that, really? And it's you can't even because like Randy, Kurt and Braun, I understand are both bruisers, but like Randy's the fighter. Like you're gonna tell me that's a 1.5-star match? Come on. And I have very little hope for the other 2 triple threat matches. 1, 2, ring it. But you get the point. I'll also say that I have episode 52, or the next episode, already wrote out on a piece of paper, so unless anything dramatic happens, Finn wins. So look at this bullcrap. At least rivalries are spawning out that needs to. That being said, I don't know why I'm not getting any crowd noise. It's not the end of the world, but we'll see. And Seth wins back the world title. I'm not the happiest about that, but not to lose sleep over. I don't even know if y'all ever hear the crowd noises when they boo and whatnot. And I didn't see what Bailey and Bianca's rating was. So, look. I couldn't really bash that because Gunther was in it. But, like, this is y'all's main event. This is y'all's world title scene. Oh, I was talking about Mick Foley and ECW. They have 4 trophies. I don't know where one of these came from because we're ahead of ECW fan-wise. So they haven't even gotten that trophy. So at some point they're going to end up they're going to be ahead of us in the trophy system, which it kind of confuses me because I thought that you're trying to race to get to the Hall of Fame first, but I think that that doesn't really matter. When you read the text and read like the competition, like what it's about, who's ahead on fans. So we're behind on all sorts of fronts, but it is what it is. I would say the goal here is to have fun, but that's kind of a loser's mentality to have. So there is that. As we ain't nowhere near. I'm not even reading the fans and all this extra crap. Y'all want to read that? Boom, y'all can. I don't know where this crowd noise went. Dun, 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 as I am reading this now. Hold on. Our champions. Huh? It's not even our champion. That's funny. Blocking an opposing brand from booking one of their champions in next week's show. LA Knight's not even our champion. Okay, I get it, Regal. Okay, I get it. Yeah, who cares about you, Foley? You accidentally fell off the top of the Hell in the Cell. That loser Don attacked me during the last fight. I'm not going to stand for that garbage. Yeah, that was the plan. That's why she attacked you. All right. Do not book your most popular fighter this week, which I don't even know who that is. That is Randy. To be fair, no, Finn. That kind of screws. We always got to see what this is useful. So Finn. All right, my planned main event for this week was going to be Seth versus Finn versus Ilya for the U.S. title. I could still do a triple threat, but I don't know involving who. Seth versus... Because I don't want to start the Seth Dragon Lee rivalry yet. I need to... I don't want Kurt... You know what? We're going to have it be Kurt and Braun. And maybe with the title being on the line, that changes some things. I doubt it. I don't want to really rush this rivalry. It's kind of my issue, but it might happen. It is what it is. So this is going to be for the U.S. title. We're going to have a triple threat for the women's title. Candice, Io, and Becky, with Kyrie attacking Becky. Like I said, the women's title's on the line. Boom. LA Knight can attack Seth, which that's somewhat. I was gonna book LA Knight to attack Seth in this match, so I can't even say it's that fortunate. But like, I'm gonna imagine that they vetoed it last week when LA Knight was champion. But you know, just goes to show how smart, and I'm putting that in quotation, smart this game is. So we're gonna start the Theory Cameron Grimes robbery up. Boom there, and then Lyra and Isla also in a tables match. We need Randy to turn heel. And then we're going to have Ilya call out Finn. Build there. To save money, we're just going to have add promos. Because like I said, I don't want to rush these rivalries yet. So, Finn's not booked. Nothing of note over here. This will be a while before we start hiring people, to be fair. We've done 3 triple threats. We got 2 tonight, so it'll be 5 there. We got 2 tables matches, so it'll be 3 there. I'm fairly certain we have 12 people booked tonight. Last week, this night, I'm gonna imagine because it was the low-rated matches. That's why that happened. Worst case scenario, we'll just start hiring jobbers. So to get that done, to get these Hall of Fame Challenge trophies things done. I don't even know what the hell the crap's called anymore. Luckily, we only had to do 4 this season. Anything else of note? I can't even, prove any of that. I don't want to spend that much on that. I think we might have lost fans last week. We're in the orange. So, I might have just made that up. I'm going to act like I didn't even say that either. So, let me write this all down. Because I had it wrote down on a sticky note and not on the paper. So, I don't know how long this episode is going to be. Because it's mainly just build out of frustration why I'm doing this. Grimes versus Theory. Tables. Lyra versus Isla. Kurt, Seth, Braun, Rollins. To be fair, Kurt and Braun battling over the U.S. title would be nice. So, we'll see what happens there. Alright, so this episode is done. Boom, Albuquerque. Did I say Albuquerque, New Mexico? 1, 2, that's 3. Let me hear the bell. As Candice is still champion. Candice very rarely loses. So Kyrie and Becky rivalry will be continuing. 1, 2, ring the bell. Theory wins. 1, 2, it's over. Hit the bell. Isla wins. 1, 2, ring it. Kurt finally claims the U.S. title. I will take that. They got a lot going on, so we'll sim it. Because normally I would have skipped it. I also just realized that, bro, Jim Neidhart, ESCW champion. Wow. Wouldn't let that happen to me. 1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell. Hello, hello, hello. Is this working? Kind of low, so. 1, 2, not a very good. I would say I'm a good multitasker, but at this moment, I really ain't. Main event, TV title, Miz and RVD. RVD's still the TV champion. Tyler Bate did nothing for us when he was on our roster. Sorry to call him out, but okay. It's bothering me not having that noise. All right. Seth expects to make. That is fine. So I don't know what to do for this week. I'm going to go ahead and have Kurt do his promo. He's going to... It's a class change. So Kurt will be changed to a fighter. I don't think we need to do any other changes. So we're going to do Finn and Ilya in that Extreme Rules match. And it's a somewhat decent thing there. We're going to have Triple Threat with Cameron Grimes. This is not going to be high rated. I can already... Actually... Cameron Grimes, Theory, Dragon Lee. We make the... Can you make this an Extreme Rules? We can. So we're going to have this just be a tables. Because I feel like this has the higher chance of being higher rated than this. So putting up this in Extreme Rules would help. Main event. Let's think this out. So we need two. We could do several women's matches. I think what we're gonna actually do, since we don't go too triple threat crazy, we're gonna do a tag match, and we're gonna do Isla, Dawn, and Lyra in a match. So we'll be at 6 right here. Tables matches will be at 5, because we'll do Isla. We'll do a rematch of these two in a tables match. No, it's not the most intriguing, but that's what we're doing. And then Kyrie and Io versus Candice and Becky. I'm definitely worried about Becky and Io's stamina. This is a decent episode. Anything else of note? We're gonna I should buy this, but like I never really care who wins matches, so I'm just gonna save the money and not buy it. Ilya wins, which I'm happy about because he has a low morale, but he had, like, I don't know why.
1, 2, that's it, bring it.
Okay, again, glad that spun them off into a rivalry and not with Dragon Lee. So Lyra wins this time around. We'll do the trilogy at the pay-per-view, even though their rivalry might extend past the pay-per-view. I'm pretty sure Isla won. Yeah, Isla won last week.
1, 2, bring it.
Zane and Sky versus Lorray. I haven't said it, but if we make any hires, probably need to do it in the women's division. So I'm not intrigued by this episode. And since last time around, we got Ultimate Warrior and The Rock second on the show.
1, 2, that's it, ring the bell. 1, 2, that's it, ring it. 1, 2, that's 3, ring the bell.
So NXT dominated everywhere this week, correct? Hooray. It's a sarcastic hooray. Alright, I'm gonna do something that might mess this up. I'm gonna hope. 8 ball. Sorry to drop this, but transport is a nightmare. I will not. It looks like I won't be able to make this week. We'll need you. I'll send. Alright. We'll let him skip and have Seth cut a promo on him. So, we back out for a second. This is the first time y'all ever gonna see me on this. So, audio volume, commentary, environment, ring announcer, commentary. It's not jukebox. It would be this. So, maybe if they did an update, because creator safe mode is on, that cuts the music off without me having to mute everything. Like I said, grand scheme of things, that doesn't. It's bothering me. I just hope it doesn't bother y'all. Fan wise, it kind of just trends to be the same over and over again. Alright. What do we do for this week? Like I said, we're going to have Seth call out LA Knight. Their last match should be at the pay-per-view. What to do. First thing first, just to get this done with, I'm gonna upgrade. So next time around, we'll do this, this, and this once we get the money for it. I don't like that. I've seen way too many frowny faces in our morale section. Like, Randy just got here. I don't know what he's upset about. To be fair, he hasn't really been booked that much. And I'm really drawing a blank on what to book for this week. Candace is a 63 stamina. I want to give Becky and Io the week off because they have low staminas. So what I think I'm going to do, we're going to have Candace do an ad promo, give Becky and Io the week off, see what they need to do for next week. Which, to be fair, what was there? They're at a level 1. They should be at a level 2 or 3 by now, but it is what it is. Last time for this, we'll have Isla in a tables match. Tiebreaker. They might compete at the pay-per-view. If they do, it will not be a tables match. So, boom, there. How many triple threat matches do we need? We're at 6. I really want to do Kurt, Braun, because that first match really had me upset with that rating that they got. So we're going to do a rematch of this one for the U.S. title. Now we have 1, 2, 3. We have 5 available men. And we need to do a run-in. So, what sucks with this is that Finn and Dragon Lee would be a good match and have Ilya run in. Problem is that's going to get a low rating because their stipulations aren't the same. But, you know, I'm still fine with doing that match. So, Finn versus Dragon Lee. Because we have not booked Dragon Lee yet. And it hypes up Ilya and Finn. And then up here, these two need to do a match. Granted, what type of match will also be a table? We got so many damn tables. So Kyrie is going to do an ad promo for us. Because it's been a while since we've done a charity promo. They normally don't help us at all. I feel like being generous, though, this week. And doing a charity promo there. So. The pay-per-view should be Seth and LA Knight, Isla and Lyra in a non-tables match stipulation. Kurt and Braun, maybe Ilya and Finn. I've lost count. I think that's 4. And then a women's tag. Alright, so while I'm paused here, it's because I'm writing it all down. Balor versus Lee. Valkyria versus Dawn. Kurt. Braun and Randy. Angle versus Braun versus Orton. U.S. title. Boom.
One, two. That's it. Ring the bell.
Cameron Grimes wins this time. Theory won their first match.
1, 2. That's 3. Ring the bell.
Dragon Lee wins this one. 2 stars. I'll take it. Real life, that'd be 3 1/4. Bro, freaking look at that crap. Look at that. This is why I don't like doing charity promos. And it's our women's damn champion, too.
That's it. Ring it.
This is a all-time stinker month. With probably our most loaded roster, to be honest.
1, 2. That's 3. Ring the bell.
As Randy wins the U.S. title. Way better match this time around. Okay. He should be happy now. Or his morale should go up at least.
2. That's it. Ring the bell.
Now, I don't want to manifest this. I have a sneaking suspicion that...
2. That's 3. Ring the bell.
Actually, no. I'm not even going to say it. But I'm going to hope that some GM here does not screw with our pay-per-view lineup in vetoing people. Is what I'm trying to get. I'll go ahead and say it. You know, it is what it is. Because then I'd be pretty upset.
1, 2. That's 3. Ring the bell. One, two. Ring that bell. One, two. It's over. 1, 2. That's 3. Ring it.
It also took me the longest time to realize that I could have simulated
1,
this stuff.
2. It's over. Ring it.
I also forgot we can make trade. I don't really feel the need to make a trade. I like our roster right now. So boom there. 4291 436. All right, NXT doing way too good. Okay. 5 popularity on everybody. Okay. Okay, yep. Expected that. even say it. Hey, LA Knight, you're the one that said you couldn't make the fucking show, and I'm dropping F-bombs because that's how pissed I am. I don't even... Oh, my God. Look, we're definitely doing LA Knight Randy. The thing that sucks, that bothers me, is we got to continue this Seth and LA... That's what... Look, Candice not being here, not the biggest deal. I did really want to do the damn women's tag title match. Or, yeah, women's tag title match. Kurt, Braun... I planned that being a long run. But I didn't even want to do the Seth LA Knight rivalry to begin with. This bothers the hell out of me having to do this. No holds barred. With Theory and Cameron Grimes. He asked for a no holds barred match, correct? Did I make that up? Seth, where is Seth? Is Seth our champ? Seth's our champion. So now he's going to get pissed at us for something that's not our fault. So I would say I'm sorry, but you know, to be honest, I really ain't. You know. What's the PLE bonus? Well, I could do that. Becky, you getting in putting a triple threat match. I know it don't make the most sense, but Becky, Kyrie, Io. Because I don't think logically we can't do a damn handicap match. So that's why this is a triple threat match. Finn and Ilya. Ron's going to call out Kurt Angle. We're not even going to do any promos this week. Do not book your most popular cruiser this week. Oh my God, it's not. I didn't book Dragon Lee because I thought he was our most popular cruiser. So Dragon Lee can do an ad. See, look at this. Like, this stuff doesn't, like, our freaking power cards to hurt the competition, like, they're not doing talent searches every week. Like, they're not using, like, you know. I'm going to do it just to freaking do it. You know, you got to do something. How many more tables matches do we need? So, tables matches could be done after tonight. Hooray. I don't even need this to be a tables match. Boom. How many triple threat matches do we need? I think we have one book tonight. So we need to do 2 more. That's not the end of the world. I think we have 12 people booked. So we'll have 2 done tonight. So 2, 3, 4. Or 2, 3. Triple threats are almost done. So we need 1 more. Like I said, I could just hire jabronis to get this one done. So Hall of Fame trophy this season won't be as difficult. Knight versus Orton versus Knight. I keep using the wrong pencil too. I always have 2 pencils on me. Orton versus Knight. U.S. title tables. Lynch versus Sane versus Sky. Technically a handicap match because Candice couldn't make it, but, you know, we can't do handicap matches. Lyra versus Isla Extreme. Extreme Rules. This is their 4th matchup. So, whatever you want to say, it's a best of 5. If this is their 4th matchup, it can't be their best of 5. So, I don't know how long their rivalry will be going for. They're still level 1 somehow. I guess because if you do the same match over and over again, probably why. Balor versus Ilya. I also keep changing what I write down. Because sometimes I write somebody's last name, sometimes I write their first name. A weird main event. But a requested match. Alright, here we go. We have a new U.S. champion. I will say this.
1, 2, it's over.
That. Oh, Becky won that match. That's actually kind of funny. If I could conclude LA Knight and Seth on the episode of TV, I won't be as upset because the next plan was Orton, LA Knight, Dragon Lee, Seth. Now, the thing is, it kind of benefits now with the titles being involved, mainly Seth and Dragon Lee, because Dragon Lee's popularity is not that high. So if they're fighting over the world title, then it should be higher rated stuff.
1, 2, that's it. Bring it.
I don't really care. I'm not even giving these shows the time of day, and we're going past the pay-per-view quota because this is somewhat. I think we're like, how many minutes are we in? Look at this. We're 40 minutes in. We're gonna keep going. I don't even care about this. I'm not even trading with them, you know. And I'm so flustered. I'm also pretty sure we just had more money than both of them, which is actually a bit shocking. One randomly booked tables match on your show will get a higher rating than normal. So. Not even paying attention. Kiss my ass. Get out of my face. We just brought on Theory for 30,000. That's a solid deal, especially because they're probably pretty beat up. I don't want to like message these people. You know, Seth, I didn't tell him to do that. Yeah, this really brings in any fans. Double your current budget after your next show. Your male and females gain 15 popularity when they win. Double your current budget. Do not book your most popular bruiser this week, which is LA Knight. What do we get? That doesn't, you know what? LA Knight, Seth, for the world title. What type of match? Special referee with Randy helping Seth. Or I'm trying to think this through. I think that makes the most sense. We're going to do this. We need to do 2 more triple threats, correct? Our opening contest is going to be this tag team match I planned on doing. EO or I only changed the order that way they're lined up with their people they're feuding with. I don't think that matters in the grand scheme of things, but I still do it. See, I don't like this rivalry being at a level 3 already. Because I don't even think we got 2 people to do damn promos. 10 weeks remaining. Oh! Ah! We have enough to do one of these. But it would just mean... How much is a run-in? 2,000. Yeah, so we're just going to do that and then buy one of these. Which one helps us the most? Show quality. Both of them, all of these are show quality. Network payout, fans gained, show compensation. I don't think any of this really helps us out that damn much, so we're going to do this one. And then... EO and Kyrie, I apologize because like y'all should have won at least one damn match. Well, y'all, Candace does not lose as Braun wins, and they got a level 4 rivalry. Alright, here we go. Seth wins. I don't know if that concludes the rivalry. I very much want it to. Just because I'm intrigued by that main event. I'm not even looking up. I'm writing down on my paper, so I couldn't even tell you what's happening. Honky Tonk Man's back. Has he been here the whole time? This season, at least. Because last season, him and CM Punk had like a 3-month rivalry that Punk never won in. As RVD. Both of these guys... I'm 99% sure we're in Saints Row 3 or 4. RVD wasn't in as RVD. He voiced somebody. Roddy Piper, I think, was in that game. Poor opener, Matt. Like, we had the highest rating at everything this week. This is a good week for us. Screw y'all. To be fair, yeah, I probably should have put Kurt and Braun in the opener. I'm not losing sleep over, as we got a lot of money off of that episode. I saw Tyler Bate tweeted that MVP is a pathetic loser, as NXT is too far away of us fan-wise. That does bother me. Mick Foley has 5 Hall of Fame trophies now. Still don't really know how. He's spitting on us now. It's not like I was going to sign anybody this week anyways. Can I get 2 weeks off? Because she's at 40 stamina, I'm going to do it. EO. I definitely, like I said, I'm apologizing to EO because she was she was losing to Tamina every week on NXT. Then I brought her here. She's done nothing but lose to Becky and Candice every week. So this week we're going to do that. We're going to try something here. LA Knight also didn't ask for a match with Randy, which is pretty weird. Timeout. Did EO was supposed to be feud with Candice, so there's that. How many? Are we done with the triple threat? So we need to do one more. One more triple threat. So at the pay-per-view, we did this match, but we're inserting Candice instead of Becky this time around. Do we need to do this? I might change this. Charity promo. I'm trying to do all charity promos this week. That way we get fans. We don't have any more champions, which has been hilarious. Oh, we do LA Knight. Curtin Braun Breaker, I don't want to book this week. Bro, all of our rivalries are like almost done. EO, I don't know how to book against. How many women do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. 5. 6 if we include Candice. We're about to put on a stinky. I just could tell this episode's not going to be that good. So we're going to do this match that I was just telling y'all about. Charity promo with Kurt and Braun. That way they're not. We might have somebody else do this other charity promo. Triple threat. It's definitely a bad idea to have Candice versus EO versus Kyrie because Candice never loses. And so I don't know if EO's going to be upset by losing again. I want EO to win, is essentially what I'm trying to say there. So I don't know if I need to insert her into something else or not. Also, we could still... There's nobody really for Kyrie to face or either one because they're both cruisers. So they have to be involved with Candice. So we're going to do this damn triple threat. It's not the... It doesn't make the most sense, but it's happening. LA Knight, Randy Orton. For the U.S. title. Cameron Grimes, these two. Granted, what type of match? Do last man standing. And then these two didn't wrestle last week. Type of match. What type of match? I'm trying to think, who do we need to do this last charity promo with? Bro, why? How is Braun and Kurt's? Bronson was pretty high, so I'll skip over charity. Yeah, Kurt's really isn't. Right, these two in a match. I was waiting to see. 3 weeks ambulance. 3 weeks ambulance. I don't know if the loser would be back before the pay-per-view or not. I'm not wasting this on them. I'll go ahead and say that now. Not to be disrespectful, but show 8, 9. Yeah, they wouldn't be back before the pay-per-view. Yeah, we should do this match last week in the ambulance. 7, 8, 9. We'll actually risk it. Screw it. I kind of like it being in an ambulance match. Bro, what did I say? Candice does not lose. Oh, no. Now I'm actually pretty... All right. Candice, I ain't really got any problems with you, but, you know, you could lose every once in a freaking while. What I'm upset about now is 99% sure that's going to be the lowest rated match tonight. And it was the opener, so it's going to say poor opener. That was a last man stand-in.
1, 2, it's over.
Like I said, this 100% is going to be a higher rating. I'm going to hope that I can get Lyra back before the pay-per-view. Uh,
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
I'm intrigued by this main event.
Ring it.
Shoma cool.
It's over.
That's a first timer. And she beats Tamina, who never loses.
1, 2, ring the bell. One, 2, that's 3. Let me hear the bell.
Umaga would have had a great North American title run. 4510. Bro, NXT's blasting us. I don't think we're ever going to catch up now. We're 2 behind on Hall of Fame trophies. Which, my issue is that whenever we get the next one for the fans, like, ECW is going to be right behind us, so then there at least going to be 1 ahead of us there. That match was rigged. You know Seth has got it for me. Alright. Them doing a triple threat kind of screw things up. We're just gonna. All right. This is what I was trying to save Kurt and Braun until the pay-per-view. They're just gonna have to wrestle tonight, and I'm gonna hope it doesn't screw things up too much with that. Unless, because I just announced, I was like, we're kind of low on stars, so this is gonna be a extremely weird tag match. But Kurt and Dragon Lee, because he's the only face available. Because unless I bring back Cameron, we need to look at this. Of course, there's not any injury. The only injury rehab we have is for 3 stars or for 3 weeks, which I'm very much hoping that it either next week or at the pay-per-view we could get one to bring Lyra back, because Lyra and Isla at the pay-per-view would be a big match. So this is going to be an extremely weird tag match of Kurt and Dragon Lee versus Braun Breaker and Theory. Charity promo with all of our champions. Oh my god, now we got the same problem over here. Because everybody here is a heel. Everybody here is still a freaking heel. It's a freaking Ricochet. I'm Kobe Bryant with it. I had to make that joke. We'll look one more time. Alright. Gargano. Carl Anderson, who I always end up... Oh, Otis. Otis does make sense. You can think this... Otis makes sense. As now, I think we can only sign one more person unless we lower the weeks. So over here, we have Otis. And so we need to look over here. Was there a heel fighter? Bro, we're just gonna sign... Grayson Waller. Him and Theory can team together after this. As we can't even do all our charity promos now, which is, we can only do one, which is fine. Randy's gonna do a charity promo. This is gonna be a weird ass fatal. It's not even that weird of a fatal 4-way actually, but somebody might end up being. We might have a new world champion. All right, that actually makes a lot of sense there. Over here though. Ensure that Candice LeRae cuts a promo this week is actually hilarious. Because I needed Candice in a match, but it is what it is. Advertising. I'll tell you this now. Let me do this math. Fanny. I keep saying her name all the time. So we got 18,790. We signed her just for tonight. 4400. We'd have 14,390. So we wouldn't have enough to do this episode. So I'm just going to ignore that. How long did we just sign Grayson Waller for? 5 weeks, correct? Yes. Otis is also 5 weeks. And then we have this power card. So at some point we need to sign a couple of other people. But not keeping them is not the end of the world. So we don't even have enough for a tables match. What do we do over here? Oh, okay. I have an idea. Alright, thing one. This, in real life, would be a good match, but on 2K, probably wouldn't be. I'll put the U.S. title on the line for the sake of it. Now, what I was saying is doing this in a tables match. We have enough for the charity promo. We don't. So what needs to change here? What needs to change? What needs to change? What needs to change? We're actually just going to do a charity. We're just going to say the charity promos for next week. I think makes the most sense, actually. Advertising. And then Kyrie. Why I made this a tables match? Because I know it's going to be a low-rated match. It shouldn't be now, unless they're just liars. How many more of these do we need? How many people? We just hired 5. All right. I was about to say, I thought it was at 0 still. I apologize. All right. We should almost be done with that. Extremely interesting episode here. Angle / Otis versus Theory and Waller. Don't know why I put that in the opener. I should put the U.S. title match in the opener.
1, 2, that's it. Bring it.
No, don't make that a rivalry. All right, we're going to have to freaking fire Karen. Which, to be fair, the good thing about hiring her and her being free is that if we released her, we get money. So it'd be free money. It's not a lot, but it's something. I didn't even make this for the title. It is a title match. Okay, we do have a new U.S. champion. Correct? I don't know. I'm confused. Because it didn't do the light up in the background. But it said it was a titles match. Like that. You see how that's a title match? It says it. Or if that, it didn't. And Finn. New world champion. I'm not even against it. And he called his shot. He wanted the match, and he won. Good for him.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
I'm intrigued by this main event. This would be a good main event. I'm not even going to bash their main event. Post Malone, Roddy Piper. Post Malone, I'm intrigued by this. Okay. Never did anything for us, so I was expected to see him do nothing for them as well.
It's over. Ring it. 1, 2, ring the bell.
So we desperately need a injury rehab for Cameron Grimes, mainly Lyra Valkyria, and we also probably need to trade Isla Dawn to find somebody to feud with Lyra next.
1, 2, that's it. It's over.
They've been feuding the whole season. The Rock's gotten involved several times, which is just intriguing as hell. Bruno Sammartino never loses on here. Good for Tyler Bate. 4, 5, 8, 8. I don't know what we need to do to get higher than NXT. Good for Finn. Sure, your least popular giant, which is going to be that freaking Carpenter. I think she is the only giant on the roster. So if I fired her, like I said, I wonder would this change or not. What the hell is this? Select an opposing brand who must use tier 1 logistic. Alright, so I'm not going to be that focused on that. Alright. Call out. So we have several rivalries that should be concluding at the pay-per-view. Oh, please, please, please let there be an injury rehab. Yes! Special promotion. Ensure you retain most of your fans. So we're gonna go ahead and use this for Lyra. Boom. And Cameron Grimes actually should be back. I just now realized that. I wouldn't even have to use that for him. So that was a non-title match, which is fine and dandy. All our rivalries are still, yeah, I get it. Except for Finn and Ilya. Because I said we need to sign a female talent. Who should we sign out of these? Ivy Nile and Liv Morgan have both been on the roster before, and their tenures here ended terribly. Nikki Cross would be intriguing, but cost a lot. But I do think she makes the most sense to be a tag part. Actually, what is Lyra as a freaking fighter? I need it. If it was a bruiser, I could have turned one of them heel. Or I could have turned Nikki Cross heel. So I messed that up. We're just going to sign Nikki Cross. Let's think this through. We'll come back to it. Because we need to book an episode. I don't really want to book Randy in a match because he's got low stamina. And I don't really want Randy and Dragon Lee to be a rivalry. I'm trying to save the women's tag title match for the pay-per-view. So we're kind of just screwed all around this episode. This is, I say a lot of times filler episode. This episode is going to be extreme filler episode. All right, main event. Non-title with Ilya running in. And our pay-per-view, there might be a lot of injuries after this pay-per-view. Becky and Kyrie have not had a match in a while. I'm going to do a submission match for these two. Triple threat. Extremely weird triple threat here. This has Karen the Giant or whatever her name in a match. If Karen leaves this match as champion, that would be hilarious. But I don't expect that. And I don't want to risk one of these two getting injured. So we're actually not going to have any charity promo this week. It's going to be all call-outs, all beefs. Just to give Kurt a week of rest. Stamina. Damn, he got a low stamina. But top out. See, if I book LA Knight, I was going to change it to LA Knight and Finn. That's probably going to lower his stamina more. Because if you do the promos, you're supposed to get like half of your stamina back at least. Kurt will have rest. So we're going to do a weird tag match. We could just do a rematch of this, but like I said, I want to give Kurt the week off. These two team together. Do this in Extreme Rules. Or do a tornado tag. We very rarely do a tornado tag. Alright. We don't really need this to be a stipulation. We'll leave it as is. Oh, I did forget about that. We might do that at the pay-per-view. Anything else? Yeah, I kind of wasted money there, but I don't lose sleep over it.
One, two, that's it. Bring it.
Becky wins.
One, two, it's over. Hit the bell.
Candice wins. Big surprise. EO said, alright, this is not the worst thing. I did want to do a women's tag title match, but I can conclude the Kyrie and Becky rivalry now at the pay-per-view.
One, two, that's three. Let me hear the bell.
There's also had a new piece of that bro, we got Dragon Lee and too many stupid rivalries. Waller / Theory.
One, two, that's three. Bring it.
Okay, that shit the bed. Excuse. I was trying to say exclude. Excuse my French, but that crap the bed all over. To be fair, it wasn't a stipulation or anything. But we're at episode number 60 now. Don't ask me why I did that. Hell in the Cell, believe, is the pay-per-view. It should be SummerSlam. It's normally SummerSlam. Am I just wrong? Okay. Yeah, I get it. I'm not giving you a bonus. Okay, goodbye. I'm kind of pretty upset. I'm not that upset at that because we get money back. Here's the thing. If I do this... Alright. I got an idea. Okay. Hell in the Cell. Nashville, Tennessee. Great location for this event. This would be great to use, but I don't really want to. We gotta have several Hell in the Cell matches tonight. This is gonna be the weird thing. I'm probably gonna trade Dragon Lee because he's in 2 rivalries I don't really want, and he's in 2 rivalries I don't really want, and there's not many people for him to feud with because he's a cruiser. So, thing 1, main event. LA Knight, Seth, Hell in the Cell. Boom. Boom. Finn, Ilya, last man standing. Do we do 3 Hell in the Cell matches? We'll do 3. We might end up changing this stipulation because 3 Hell in the Cell matches is pretty crazy. This would be. We have that fixed match? This would have been a great one to have the fixed match to get rid of Isla, but. Bro, this also would have been a time to spend the money to do that last upgrade, but I'm already too far into it to change it. Theory. We'll do Waller because he has a higher stamina than Theory. Alright, this is a good show. So, my idea is probably turning Seth face to feud with Finn. Dragon Lee, we will need to trade. Who he will be facing then, I don't really know yet. Randy and if Dragon Lee is gone, Randy can feud with LA Knight. We also need to trade Isla Dawn for someone for Lyra to feud with. Unless we have Lyra feuding with Kyrie, which wouldn't make the most sense because she's a fighter and Kyrie's a cruiser. So it'd be LA Knight, Braun Break. We got a lot of questions at the moment, but Finn and Seth. Could be our next rivalry. We can do that rematch that Finn asked for with Seth, us interrupting, building a rivalry off that, and have Seth turn face after that. LA Knight and Randy. Theory and Waller. Need somebody. Braun Breaker. I don't think we can change him yet. Otis. Can we change it to a fighter? I feel like it's going to be a giant. If we could change it to a fighter, we will have Otis as a fighter and feud him with Braun Breaker. Then we need somebody for Kurt. We need somebody for Kurt Angle. Which, worst case scenario, we might do Kurt and Waller, in theory, Ilya. But I would prefer to have Theory and Waller be a tag team feuding with Ilya and a partner. So then we're going down a different rabbit hole then. The problem with the trades is that you can only do them after pay-per-views. I feel like you should do trades at any time, but it ain't nothing to pull hair out about. But this should be an all-time show. Angle versus Breaker. Hell in a Cell. Which I'm also, again, a little concerned. Do we use this? I think we should use this after. We'll use this after instead of before. Kyrie and Becky. Last woman standing. Finn and Dragunov, Hell in the Cell. Dawn versus Valkyria. Backstage. Raw. And Rollins, LA Knight. Hell in a Cell. Anything else? We'll wait for that stuff. Here we go. Big episode. How far in are we into this? An hour 22. This is low-key kind of nuts. Because I've definitely had some hour 22 episodes where we've only done 1 month. Now we're done 2 months. Angle wins. I'm glad we had enough money for the matches and charity promos that never freaking help us. But Candace got more than normal, so I'll take that. As we have a new world champion kind of throwing our tag team. I ain't mad with Ilya being a world champion, but it kind of threw our tag team scenario out the window unless we find somebody for Kurt to team with, which, who knows? We'll simulate their shows as they do not do any freaking Hell in the Cell matches. So we need someone, certainly, we need to trade Dragon Lee. We need someone to replace Isla Dawn to feud with Lyra. Because we could have Becky. I don't know. We think that through. Because Kyrie or Io can feud with Candace because they haven't properly feuded. I don't know. Unless we do strict women's tag title matches, which I don't really want to do that. I wasn't even looking at the fans. 4-6-4-1. Alright. So. A heel bruiser. We can bring Becky back. I ain't gonna lie, Michelle McCool costs a little bit too much money. So the only person that fit was Bailey, which I might have just called her Becky, by the way. Did we ever have Bailey on the roster? I think we did early. Her and Dakota, who's also over here. Dragon Lee. Where is Chad Gable when you need him? Chad Gable would fit so many roles on our roster right now. All right, let's take this through now. Like I said, we need Chad Gable because we low key might turn Kurt heel and have him feud with Ilya to get the world title back. Randy and LA Knight, Seth and Finn, with Seth being face. Braun Breaker, Otis, Theory and Waller versus. Oh, we don't have anybody for them then. Like I said, the thing that sucks about this is like you can only do this once, unless you just fire them, which kind of seems asshole-ish. They ain't really got many people I'm interested in. So we might just, next time around, be a fresh... We got some things planned, but might just be a fresh slate. Unless we bring in... Bro, deadass, we should bring in Gunther to feud with Ilya, if we're just being honest. Dragon Lee. Gunther. They have Bailey. Oh, I can bring in Indy. And somebody would have to turn the heel to feud with Lyra. I'm going to propose this and see what they say. I know they're going to say no. Because I know money is way off here. We need something for Kurt. Let's do Kurt. Kurt in theory is not that bad. Just for the sake of it, because I know... We'll see what they say. Because I don't know what we're going to do at Waller. Because there's probably a great chance we don't have a tag team rivalry going on. Screw it. Alright, the most I'm willing to go is this. Okay. This is the most I'm willing to go. Okay. I know I lied by that, but... Like I said, we're just going to have a fresh slate. Bring the Rock back. Nah. We kind of got things in place. About time! Oh my god, I've been waiting for this. I know he's going to be upset about not getting this match, but I've waited so long to get this movie deal, especially for that freaking much. That's a lot. That's a lot of effing money. I'm doing it because, like I said, I've been talking about this for way too long. I'm sorry that they're all not getting y'all's rematch and whatnot, but... See, here's the thing. I can already see this Ilya. Ilya wants time off. I'm probably going to have to... And I saw that his stamina was at 10. And like I said, Kurt and Ilya is a future feud, potentially, because it makes sense. Kurt going back for the world title and finally turning Kurt heel here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna say yes. It's not. It doesn't hurt to say no. I'm gonna hope that we could do that tag match in 3 weeks. If it's in 2 weeks, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. I'm willing to give him the 2 weeks. He just won the titles at 10 stamina, so I'm willing to give him that. Superstars who cut promos earn 3. Run-ins generate $500. Tag team rivalries have a chance to gain 2 levels. We do a lot of we do promos on every show, so I think that helps the most. All right, so Finn's gonna get pissed. We might have to fire Finn. We're gonna have to fire Finn probably. Probably have to fire Finn. Seth might. I'm intrigued to see if Seth even freaking messages us. Oh boy. All right. Here's the thing as well. I'm not going to do it yet. We're going to have some time to think about this. Obviously, we're going to do this, finally get to the tier 4. We might go tier 5 here. We might get to this. I don't know. That's a lot of freaking money there. We'll wait and see with these. But this is the time that we need to start signing people. Or at least 2 or 3. And then use this. Boom. So what I think we're going to do is upgrade this, sign people, use this, sign 2 to 3 people, might release 1 or 2, might go ahead and go to the stadium. Well, getting in the Coliseum would be cool and all, but that's probably never going to happen. Because Finn's going to get pissed at us. I already know that. Seth might get mad at us, but I don't know how this works with the movie deal and whatnot. We also need to hire at least 3 people to go ahead and get this done. Got that challenge done. We'll have 4 then. We could probably get to the 5,500,000 fans soon. Maybe by the end of the next episode. 10 million. I would love to do that next episode, but I haven't really been counting and paying attention to how long that takes. But I'm just thinking ahead, because like rivalry-wise, we got nothing going on right now, unless we just do strict tag team matches with them, which I'm not that against, but I feel that EO or freaking Candice never loses, so that's going to start screwing things up there. So Isla Dawn, we don't really get much back for that. Finn we do. Finn's probably just going to get mad at us. That's my issue there. Dragon Lee is the one. He didn't even really do anything wrong besides start a rivalry with Randy that I didn't want to do. Can we change Randy to a specialist? No. I don't even remember what Randy was beforehand. But, like, if they could put on good matches, I'm not against doing that rivalry. But I just... You know what? We'll give it a test run this next episode and see what star level their match is. Because their first match was 3 stars, but it was a stipulation. So we're going to give them a chance with this. Otis, we're going to change to a fighter to feud with Braun. Like I said, we're just thinking far ahead. We need to find somebody. We need to find 2 people, 2 male stars to feud with Theory and Waller. We are probably going to turn Kurt heel to feud with Ilya. Dragon Lee and Randy, Braun and Otis, LA Knight and Finn is a maybe if depending on what happens with Dragon Lee and Randy, Candice and Becky versus the I'm gonna say Kabuki Warriors. That's not them. Damage Control. Isla's probably gonna get fired, and we hire somebody for Lyra to feud with. So we are hiring probably a tag team and one women's star, potentially two if we're firing Isla. And we might be able to hire a new single star if Finn gets mad at us and leaves, if Seth gets mad at us and leaves, or if we fire Dragon Lee. And we need to do all that next week. That way I can use that contract extension plus 3 weeks without having to renew Otis and Waller. So we got a lot planned already for next episode. While we're still in third place, this was a way better momentum builder than the last episode. And this episode was a bit longer because we did 2 months instead of 1. So I had a lot of fun this episode. I'm going to go ahead and end it all. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Hopefully you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one because I am out. Goodbye.